Breaking: Japan preparing for evacuation of tens of thousands in South Korea. Hello folks, my name is Jen. I'm from Golden State Times, and today we have a breaking news story. This one comes courtesy of NikkeiAsianReview.com, and it says that as tensions on the Korean Peninsula reach new heights with Pyongyang's latest nuclear test, Japan is planning for a possible mass evacuation of nearly 60,000 Japanese citizens currently living in or visiting South Korea. Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe said on Monday at a meeting with the ruling coalition lawmakers, quote, "There is a possibility of further provocations. We need to remain extremely vigilant and do everything we can to ensure the safety of our people." It goes on to say that in response of North Korea's 6th nuclear test, Japan and the U.S. seek to ratchet up economic pressure on the rogue state through an oil embargo and other measures. But U.S. Defense Secretary James Mattis on Sunday also said that any threat to the U.S. or its allies will be met with a massive military response, a response both effective and overwhelming. So if you guys want to check out his full statement, we actually published it on our channel. The link will be in the description below. Go and check it out. It was very good. He did that statement right after his meeting with President Donald Trump and Vice President Mike Pence, along with other military officials. So it goes on to say that there's a 4-step plan, according to Shinzo Abe. It says there are currently about 38,000 long-term Japanese residents in South Korea, as well as another 19,000 or so tourists and short-term travelers. And they said, quote, "If the U.S. decides on a military strike against the North, the Japanese government will start moving towards an evacuation of its own accord, regardless of whether the American plans are public or not." That is very, very crazy. So, if we report that Japan is starting mass evacuations of their own citizens out of South Korea, we will know that something is about to go down. Folks, that's pretty crazy stuff. Okay, but we'll keep you guys updated on what's going on in that area. And it says, it goes on to say that Tokyo is working on a 4-tier emergency plan based on the severity of the situation, discouraging unessential travel to South Korea, discouraging all travel to South Korea, urging Japanese citizens that they're there to evacuate, and finally urge them to shelter in place. Okay, it says, should skirmishes erupt between the two Koreas, for example, the Japanese government would discourage all new travel to South Korea. At the same time, it would urge citizens already there to evacuate using commercial flights. Although the Japanese embassy would help secure airline reservations, the government's role under this scenario will mainly be to provide information. So that's not very encouraging, to be honest with you. They're saying encouraging, but they're just saying, you know what, the government's just there to give you the information. It's up to you how to get here or how to get back to Japan. Okay. But anyways, it goes on to say that, but Japan would need to coordinate with South Korea authorities under a shelter-in-place scenario. If Pyongyang launched a major military attack that leads to the closure of the South Korean airports, the Japanese embassy would urge citizens still in the country to stay home or to move to a safer area within the South. Seoul has agreed to give Japanese citizens access to safe zones, such as designated subway stations, churches, and shopping malls, according to a Japanese source. The Japanese government has already provided its citizens in South Korea with information on over 900 such facilities. Folks, this is getting really, really, really crazy really fast. Okay, Japan is telling its citizens, you need to evacuate, folks. You need to get the hell out of there. But if you choose to stay and something happens, here are a list of 900 places where you can keep shelter to the point where we can, you can eventually come back home to Japan. They're discouraging people from traveling to South Korea. Okay, this is getting pretty crazy, but it could all be, it could all be overhyped. But at the same time, it's better safe than sorry. So they're all letting the groundwork down. They're making the base of this. Now we don't know exactly what's going to happen, because right now what they're doing is they're sending out planes to go and take samples from the air to see if there's any radiation or anything like that. That's what the U.S. and South Korea are doing at this second. And they were saying that China was also taking samples from both air and ground, and to see what was going on, if there's any type of particles, radiation, or anything like that. So they all want to get samples of what exactly happened just over the weekend. When North Korea claimed that they had successfully detonated a hydrogen bomb. So they want to know exactly what it was, what's being used, if it's true or not. But Japan is telling his people, you know what, just don't go to South Korea. It's as easy as that. Just don't go. If you don't need to go, do not go. And if you're already there, try to get back. Or, here's a list of places where you can go in case, there is something that goes down between North Korea and South. So let us know what you guys think about this in the comment section below. Are we on the brink of World War III? Or do you think everything is overhyped? Do you think that North Korea is going to be put into submission and they're going to make him do what he's supposed to be doing with disarming himself? What's going to happen? Let us know in the comment section below what you guys think is going to happen. Like I said, everything is getting pretty crazy really fast. And it seems like every single weekend there's always something new. It's either, Kim Jong-un saying crap about the United States, or they're going to bomb Guam or whatever. And then the next weekend is something else, and the next weekend is something else. What's going to happen? There's a lot of people saying, there's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes that we are not paying attention to. Why? Because the mainstream media would rather focus on Trump and Mueller with the whole Russia bull crap, or something else, right? Instead of focusing on the real issues of everything that is being put in place in the Korean Peninsula. But we will try our best to keep you guys up to date on everything that is going on with Japan, South Korea, China, all that stuff here at Golden State Times. Any updates, any breaking news will be given to you here. So make sure that if you're new, subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell, and also stay up to date by going to our website, goldenstatetimes.com/news, if you guys want to get any news articles. And if you guys missed any of our previous videos, they should be coming up on your screen. Also, check out the links in the description below. Tomorrow, President Trump will be talking about his decision on the DACA program, the Dreamers program. So make sure you go in the link in the description below, go to the live stream, give it a thumbs up, set the notification so you can get a heads up when we go live. The other way to get a notification is by subscribing to the channel and clicking that bell right next to it. That way you get a heads up and when we go live. So we hope to see you guys on the chat. If there's any more breaking news, we'll be bringing it to you here at Golden State Times, like I said. Thank you very much, everyone, and I'll see you soon. My name is Jen. I'm from Golden State Times. Peace.